Pete here with the Small Business Resource Center and the Small Business Resource Center YouTube channel. This is going to be the second day video going about Plausibility, the next Multi-Millionaire TV show. This is the coaching program. If you want to subscribe to the coaching program for free, I'm actually going to have a link in the description so you can do that. And basically, I'm going to go over the plausibility of becoming a millionaire in 1 year. So this is some interesting information. First of all, there are 10 ideas to make $1 million in a year or less. First idea is sell an idea. So if you have something that you created and then basically you market it and sell it. And even though some people would say, well, this is not really possible, it's definitely possible. Many people have done it. You can make a computer software. They have those non-fungible tokens people are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for. I think it's ridiculous, but people are creating things and selling them. It could be an invention, etc. Number 9, high-ticket commission sales. High-ticket commission sales are another way to make $1 million a year. You can do that with a lot of various products. There's some type of things that pay $10, $20, $30,000 or more. I'm a real estate agent in my local area. The median home price isn't huge, but I've met so many real estate agents all over, and I know some that have said they've sold over $100 million their first year of real estate. They're in areas where real estate's very expensive. If you're selling high-ticket items, you can make $1 million a year easy. Number 8, invest in stocks, commodities, and crypto. Well, this is probably easier to lose money than make money. That's the best way to say it. About 80% of people who get involved in any stock trading, crypto, or commodities, they actually lose money. So this goes to the next thing that I was going to talk about in the future, and that's mentoring and education. With the correct mentoring and education, you can make a lot of money trading stocks. Warren Buffett, of course, one of the most wealthy people in the world, very, very humble. He started as a regular person, and of course, now he's one of the wealthiest people in the world. Number 7, residential real estate investing. So residential real estate investing, from personal experience, I know is a great vehicle. I've helped so many people. Actually, I have a couple clients / friends that a couple years ago told me that their wife quit their job because they were making so much money from the rentals that they were buying that they decided she didn't want to work anymore. So that's good. I also know a gentleman who said he only worked 2 years of his entire life. Of course, the economy was different in the past till now, but he said, I think in the 60s or 70s, he got out of high school, he was working as a carpenter, invested in a real estate rental, got a second one a couple years later. On his 3rd year, he purchased his 3rd rental. He was making way much money off the rentals than he was working as a carpenter. So he quit his job, and now he owns many rentals. He said since that, he only worked 2 years of his life, and also he takes 4 vacations a year. You can't really do that with a regular job most of the time, but residential real estate investing works great. Number 6, investing in tax liens. Tax liens pay a minimum of 8 to 35%, depending where you're at. In Pennsylvania, you can invest in tax liens, but you're probably going to be looking at other states. So similar to our system where what people are going towards foreclosure, you can buy a sheriff sale property. In other states, you buy the tax lien, and the tax lien actually gives the person who pays the lien a bonus, which is a guaranteed rate of return. Nice thing about the tax lien is if the owner doesn't satisfy the lien, you can actually get the first option to take possession of the property, which is even more profitable sometimes. So there's risk to everything, and keep in mind I'm making it sound easy, but yes, it's a way to make money. Next, multifamily real estate investing. I actually have a lot of clients too that invested in multifamily investments. Nice thing about multifamily is you're looking at one building, and that one building has many units, so for some reason one doesn't pay, you still have to fall back on all the other units as income. So for most people, it's very difficult to make a mistake with multifamily or multi-unit investing because of the simple fact that you have a cushion of multiple incomes, but there's only one payment on the property. Then there's commercial real estate investing. That can be done in a couple ways too. That can be done in flips, that can be strip malls, or it can be larger buildings that are rented to people. So those type of investments can be very, very profitable also. And then there's business flipping. Some people get into acquiring businesses, fixing all the problems with the businesses, and then basically turning them over to somebody else who would want to purchase an operating business. Most of the times they don't want to manage it, but it could be a situation like that where they are managing it. Number 2 is online marketing. Online marketing has been an extremely profitable to make money. With online marketing, a lot of people have multiple ways of doing it. You can have affiliate marketing, you can market your own products, you can do a combination, but online marketing tends to have a very high rate of return because you can target market what you do. You don't always have to have a storefront, and that's why companies like Amazon and eBay have made so much money, because they typically don't have the costs associated with a brick and mortar. People can shop from all over. When you have a geographic location, of course, the challenge is people can only buy around you. So having a website or some type of online marketing expands the opportunity to make money, and that's why it's number 2 on the list. And number 1, this has been shown time and time again, not just with Marshall Sylver, who is the millionaire maker, but many other people. I could make an hour-long video to tell you how many different people do this. But coaching, speaking, and training. Coaching, speaking, and training is a quick way to actually make a lot of money because so many people have needs, and if you can fulfill those needs, they will gladly pay you to help them. So whatever you do, I'm sure you have an expertise that you can fill, and that goes into what I was saying the other day in my other video, making a book on how to sell real estate. Been doing it for 15 years. I actually started when real estate crashed. I was at the bottom and went from, well, having no business, starting new, to being the top single agent in my office. So I'm going to have a book, How to Sell Real Estate. I'm actually going to be starting a coaching program too. So that's going to be available soon if you're interested in stuff like that. I'll have a link below for that, as well as when I launch the book in around 30 to 45 days, according to the publisher. We'll start from there, and hopefully you'll learn something if you're interested in real estate. So when we go to plausibility, the other thing that we have to think about is many people want to start doing something part-time. And the main reason they want to start doing something part-time is a simple fact that, well, sometimes if you just make a leap, and this is the big problem I see with real estate agents, they are deceived by the companies they work for. They don't get a lot of training. They quit their regular job. 2, 3, 4 months later, they're bankrupt and they have to get another job. It's really, really terrible. So a lot of times I've told people this first thing. If you want to start a side hustle or want to get into a new career, sometimes number 1, it should be part-time until your full-time income can be equal, can exceed, and can be consistent. If you don't have those 3 things, you don't want to jump into a side hustle or something extra and then obviously have financial difficulties. Number 2, it should be fun. So it should be something you enjoy. You don't want to start something extra that's going to be a lot of work or just make you more stressed out. Number 3, of course you have to make consistent income. If you're not making consistent income, you're never going to want to be going full-time at it. If you're starting another side hustle, you have to have a minimum upfront investment or no investment. So you should be able to make that money back quickly And that's the next one. Whatever you're doing, you should be able to make the money back quickly. So it shouldn't be a large investment, shouldn't be something you have to do and then say, well, it's going to take me 2 years to pay this back. Well, hopefully you'll be able to pay it back in a short amount of time and scale from there. And number 6, it has to have the potential to make a big amount of money. So, of course, if you're have a side hustle and you're making, for the amount of work you're doing, less than your regular job, you're probably better off not trying that unless it's something you're truly doing just as for passion. But if you're saying, hey, I want to do this and I want to get into something full time and make it a career or make $1 million off of it, of course you have to make more than your regular job doing this. Number 8, it should have no inventory or no storefront, no big things to buy and store. I'm not trying to pick on any companies, but I research a lot of companies because of Small Business Resource Center YouTube channel. I've always had a passion for business, by the way, but there's some like Lululemon. I hear all these people buying all these clothes and Amway and all these things where they're buying a lot of inventory and eventually they run out of money. And I'm not really saying they're scams, but it seems like a lot of people on top are making money and a lot of people on the bottom are spending a lot of money for the dream of making money, and that's terrible. So it should have no inventory and basically not cause you to turn into a storefront. Also, number 9, you should be able to start part-time, like I mentioned, until it can exceed your full-time revenue. Number 10, it should have no degree or license required, or very little training. So it should be not difficult to learn what to do and basically make money doing that. If you're getting into something like real estate, like I mentioned, I don't like to deceive people when I talk to them. I think you do have to learn a lot, but there's required training and there's what you actually need to know to do the job well. In my opinion, you should learn a lot and you should have a constant desire to learn more when you're in real estate or in any business because we're in an ever-changing environment. And number 12, there should be no equipment needed. So there shouldn't be, or I should say very little. So maybe there should be certain things you might need, but you shouldn't have to buy a bunch of things to do the job. And that are the 12 things, I think it counted 12, that make a very good side hustle. The other thing that you have to remember next when you have a good side hustle, this goes into some things I learned from Grant Cardone and other thing. A couple people have the same philosophy, and that's how to get the freaking money, or who's got my money. And the key for those is persistence and targeting. You have to know who your target market is, and you have to advertise to them. Advertising to them is done in a couple different ways. You can make a video, you can post ads, and when you do those things, it actually can help you a lot because, people need to see it. If all you have is a Facebook page, if you have even just a website, a lot of websites actually are not very good with search engine optimization with the way Google, and not just Google, MSN, Yahoo, any of these web providers, Safari work. If you have a website, 99%, if somebody doesn't know the address, it probably won't come up. And I know that sounds like a bad statistic, but it's a reality. Unless you have it optimized and do a lot or pay for ads, people won't find it. But even if you have it, you have to promote it. You have to promote it to people you know, and video is a great way to do it. So that's why you gotta do that. Going into the next point, it's all about having a decision of what's plausible and saying, hey, what should I do next? I'm listening to you, and what should I do next? One of the keys to scale quicker is to find a mentor, have a little bit of training, and when you do that, they always say it's better to find somebody that actually was worse off than you. And the main reason is because if you have somebody who got a trust fund and now they're wealthy and they're telling you they're gonna, you could do what they do. Well, where's your trust fund? If they don't understand challenges at a basic level and they haven't overcome challenges, there's a very good chance they're not going to be able to help you do the things that you need to do if you're at the bottom level. So that's why, well, I'm making this video, and that's why I'm explaining these things. In my opinion, it's plausible for anybody, but nobody said it was easy. You're going to have to do some work. So if you're interested in checking out more, I'm going to have a link to Marshall Sylver's class that's free. It's a 5-day coaching. I'm giving you a short breakdown of what he has, and they do have some other specials. The other specials in audio training called What Would a Millionaire Do? He used to sell that for $2,000. They still do, but it's a special promotion that when you sign up for the training, I think you can get it for free. But I did pay for an upgrade, so don't quote me on that free What Would a Millionaire Do? And if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, comment below if you have questions. I'm going to be making another video tomorrow, and have a great day.